Alright, and our opponent Senya and the Elkhart Sawsbucks are ready to go. Really excited to play this, kind of nervous, have not done a draft league match in a while, but this is going to be really fun, and let's just get right into it. Let's see what he's rocking. Ooh, okay. Not too many big surprises here. Main surprise for me would probably be... Hold up, so he brought Charizard, he brought Slowbro, Kartana, Vikavolt, Clefable, and Gligar. Alright, that's not the worst case scenario here. He doesn't bring the Mine Shell, which is kind of nice. Less pressure on me. No Articuno. A little unfortunate that I brought the Power Gem coverage for that. No more Pico is pretty expected. Alright, not too surprising. And yeah, he seems to have predicted my team as well. Cool to know. Alright. Let's get right into this. So, let me just make sure my calcs are ready and everything. You guys won't be able to see it, but I'm gonna calculate anything that I need to because I really don't want to lose to this man. My good friend over here, Senya. So let's see here. He's likely gonna try to lead either the Clefable, because Clefable is a major threat to my team in general, and I don't really have much to stop a setup Clefable. I do have the Roar on Mudsdale, but other than that, this thing poses a lot of issues for me. Gligar, I'm not too worried about the Gligar lead. It's setting up rocks or U-turning, that's fine. Vikavolt can be very terrifying as a lead because I just don't have really good switch-ins into it. Slowbro, I'm not too worried about. I have very good pivots into. Kartana, also not too worried about because I do have Scizor. I do need to keep my Expert Belt early on so I can do enough damage to Clefable, however, so I don't want to lose it to Knockoff right away. And I'm not really thinking he's going to lead Charizard, and if he does, I have a pretty easy switch into Charizard using the Mudsdale. Even if he has a Will-O-Wisp on the Charizard, it's not a big deal. I can still roar it out if I need it to get out of there and stop setting up. So in that case, what do I lead here? I don't think the aggressive lead with Gengar is the play, because if he leads Vikavolt in the off chance, I'm going to be very screwed. I'm not going to have a good switch into that. I'm actually starting to really like the Altaria lead because it almost covers any lead that he makes. Even if he leads Kartana, I can not Mega Evolve on purpose and click Flamethrower if I think he's going to stay in and just knock it out, because it's a guaranteed knockout even as regular Altaria. Well, apparently there's an issue with adding in the server, to let everyone know. Well, he can add here. Alrighty. So, moving on. Just getting things set up, trying to get everyone aware of this. Look, have fun, bud. Let's make this a good game. I'm excited. Alright, so I'm gonna lead one of my 6 Pokemon. I don't know which yet. I am terrified. I think I'm aiming towards the Altaria lead because it does stop almost any lead he makes. Even if he leads Clefable. I gotta think about this. I'm gonna do a quick calc, just very quickly. I think I live any hit Clefable does to me as Mega Altaria. I'm hoping I live any hit Clefable does to me, because if so, I think I'm gonna lead the Mega Altaria because he only has 1 stop to that lead, and even then I can just not Mega Evolve in front of the Kartana and kill it and get rid of it right away, which is very nice. Clefable can probably kill me if it's offensive with Life Orb. I don't think I can live that if it's Magic Guard Life Orb. I can look that up. I don't think that's the set that's favorable here. I think the Clefable is most likely a unaware variant in order to stop my Mew from setting up, because that's the only thing in my way of Mew winning here. Everything else falls down to Mew. So I'm gonna really need to weaken that Clefable, and I gotta base this off my win con. So I think I'm gonna lead with Altaria. I'm just scared of the Clefable lead, because if it is offensive, my Altaria does die. In any other case, I live. So do I want to lead the Altaria? Big question. I think it's either Altaria or Scizor at the end of the day. I don't like the Rotom Wash lead just because it's a little passive against the Clefable. And I don't like the Mudsdale lead because it's pretty bad against quite a few of his team. It's either Altaria or Scizor. What do I think he's going to lead? He's not going to be too worried about Mudsdale setting up rocks. I think he's going to be more so worried that I try to set up early on with Mew, or I try to get Altaria in for free. So I think he might actually... I think he's probably going to lead the Vikavolt. You know what? I'm confident. Let me see something here as well. So Clefable's most likely the rock setter, and Gligar definitely has Defog. If Clefable has rocks, it's definitely not a Calm Mind variant. If it's not a Calm Mind variant or an offensive variant, I can also lead Gengar, because he's going to want to get his rocks right away so that Altaria's not as threatening against him. And then he forces my hand at Defog. Okay, I gotta think here. The scariest leads are Vikavolt and Clefable on his end. If that's the case, what beats both Vikavolt and Clefable? The one that beats both Vikavolt and Clefable leads is, I guess, Altaria in a way. Not really Scizor, but Scizor is better against Clefable. So at the end of the day, those are still my two best options. I think I'm gonna have to go with the... Scizor lead. It's what I have to do here. I'm gonna do it. Wow. Senya has not picked the lead yet. I'm not surprised. We're both overthinking this right off the bat. This is gonna be a long game, but a fun one at that. That's for sure. That's definitely for certain. Don't really want to switch my move here. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say I do have nicknames. Okay, good. I do think this is the right call. Even if he leads Vikavolt, it's not a big deal, because I can pivot into my Mudsdale if I think the electric move is coming in. But I do have to keep Mudsdale healthy, or Charizard's going to be a massive problem. So this is very pivotal here. This lead is what decides everything right off the bat. But I do think I'm making a good choice of lead. I don't know what the better option would be here, really, other than Mega Altaria. But Mega Altaria is risky against the Clefable. I don't want it taking too much damage right off the bat. I really do not. I also want to see how much Scizor's U-turn does. Alright, so we're still waiting for people to come in here. I'll make a cut if it takes too long. Otherwise, I'll just leave it like this and just kind of give my thoughts on what's happening. Yeah, the only bad possible leads against me here are Charizard, which I don't expect, because I have a lot of counterplay against the lead like that, and also the potential lead of... Okay. So he does lead the Vikavolt. I do kind of wish I led either, mainly not Articuno, I'm fried right now, Altaria. I do kind of wish I led the Altaria, but this is not a bad situation for me. I most likely outspeed the Vikavolt unless it's a very speedy variant with max speed. We ain't allowed to do that here. Dynamax OP. No Dynamax in my house. But anyway, I'm thinking of the U-turn play simply here to get some chip damage off on this Vikavolt, but without Altaria being Mega Evolved, I don't have a very good switch into this right now. So this is a little bit problematic. I have to calc how much not double edge, how much a bullet punch does in this situation. As little as it might do, I might need to get the chip for first and then go for the U-turn. Plus, I kind of want to see what kind of Vikavolt this is and get information out of it. As important as Scizor is for Kartana and for Clefable as well, I do have Gengar to cover both of them, and this thing will shred my team if I leave it unchecked. So Bullet Punch is doing nothing, but I still kind of want to see what it's going to go for, because I live a modest Specs Thunderbolt. I don't take it well, but I do live it. U-turn is doing a good chunk to this, but this thing can one-shot any of my mons right here, right now, if I'm not careful. So I think I'm just gonna Bullet Punch and Scout, because it's gonna think that he's gonna think that I want to go Mudstail and try to absorb the Thunderbolt or Volt Switch, since it's kind of the obvious play. I don't really want to go for it. Yeah, Modest Specs is a big problem if that's what he is. I think I'm gonna go for the Bullet Punch and Scout, as weird of a play as that might be. I don't care if I let anything else in. I just want to scout what he's going for. I think he's going to try to over-predict and go for an Energy Ball right off the bat. Let's scout. So I get a crit and do 20%. He Bug Buzzes. Okay. So he Bug Buzzes. So Bug Buzz does 21.9%. We get the good luck right off the bat. So our Bullet Punch crits. Let's see how much that was supposed to be doing. Bullet Punch crit did 20%. This is a very bulky Vikavolt, and it's definitely max HP. So max HP Vikavolt. And it's got defense investment too. That means it's not max special attack. In fact, how much did its Bug Buzz do? It did about 21.9, so it is not specs, that's for sure. He didn't reveal leftovers, and wow. He is barely running special attack on this. So it's more physically defensive, which means my U-turn's going to do less. Let's see if we can find the exact number. Bullet Punch was doing 20% after a crit, so he's got about, let's say, 156 defense on him. He says he respects the Clefable read, but that's not at all. Unless he means in terms of leads. I wasn't predicting Clefable in at all. I just wanted to scout what kind of set he was, because that was very crucial in dealing with this mod. So now that we know it's not specs, it's a lot less of a threat to me. It is going to be harder to take down, and it can have sticky webs, but now I have a lot more switch-in opportunities on this thing. So now that I know it is not specs, and it's just a bulky build, how much is Thunderbolt doing to my Scizor? It's doing about 50. Okay. So now, it's probably packing Roost, considering the fact that it's running this much bulk, and it's here most likely to switch into things like Scizor, and most likely Rotom Wash, I suppose, maybe Mudstail. So now we know, it's packing the Bug Buzz, and it most likely has Roost. I have a feeling that this thing is not running the Thunderbolt. I just have a feeling. Or not the Thunderbolt, I'm all over the place. The Flash Cannon. I don't think he has enough room in his set to run Flash Cannon. So I'm most likely gonna go into Altaria at some point. Probably not right away, but I'm most likely gonna switch into my Rotom Wash here and try to pivot into my Altaria, predicting the Energy Ball. That's most likely going to be my play. I'm going to go for a U-turn here, I'm thinking. I'm definitely going to U-turn here. That's my play. I'm not staying in. I don't want my Scizor taking any more damage or to risk a paralysis, even if that's 10%. I do need to keep Scizor at a reasonable amount of health. So I'm going to U-turn for the time being. And probably go out into my Rotom Wash. Now if he Energy Balls me, he's a bulky build, so at least I know I live. and I can take the hit because I am especially defensive Rotom Wash. And then I get the chance to pivot from there and just see what he wants to go into. So not too bad of a start for me. I get another crit. I feel really bad. How did I crit this man twice? How? That's crazy. Yo, Scizor got the scope lens out here. Scizor got the scope lens. I'm scope lens, bruh. I'm scope lens. Oh my god. That should not be happening, but that's really unfortunate for my good friend Senya here. Now that happened, and he's most likely max HP or close to it, does Rotom Wash kill with a Hydro Pump is the question, and the answer is yeah, most likely for sure. So I'm probably gonna go into Rotom Wash here. I don't think I have any better switch in here than Rotom Wash. Even if he wants to Volt Switch, the worst thing he can go into is Kartana, which I do have answers to still. I mean, my Scizor is a bit weakened, which is kind of scary, but I still think the play here is Rotom Wash, even if he goes for the Volt Switch here. So that being said, I'm going to go into my Rotom Wash. Hope he doesn't Volt Switch. He does Volt Switch though. I probably could have went into Mudsdale, but I didn't want to, you know, get caught on an over prediction on his end and get nailed for my Mudsdale. I don't want to risk it because I'm going to instantly lose to, what's it called, to Charizard if I don't keep my Mudsdale alive. Now that Vikavolt is weakened, that's really good for me because almost my whole team outspeeds it, if not threatens it at the very least. So it's pretty much close to useless now. Very unfortunate crits though. The crits were really, really, really unfortunate. Because now this thing is pretty much dead for the most part. I don't know how he can save this thing. Unless he has Wish on his not Vikavolt. Wish on his Clefable. I'm all over the place right now. I just want to win this match. He's thinking about this a lot. He's probably going to want to go into Kartana here no matter what. Because other than Kartana, there's not really a good switch in here on Rotom Wash. He could go Clefable if he wants to be very safe. So far this is going alright though. I do have one Mon severely weakened. I'm very afraid of the Kartana now though. He goes Charizard. Interesting. I did not expect that. Now that he went Charizard, now I'm a little conflicted. I'm worried what he's running on this thing to where he would want to bring it in. But I think my play here, I mean, I'm at 78%. And this is Megazard X. Let's say if he's a defensive build and he wants to burn me or anything like that, that's really fine. I'm probably not going to attack it head on, even though Hydro Pump does 2-shot. I have practically no reason other than Volt Switch here. Like, this thing at worst. How much does a Dragon Claw do to my Rotom Wash? Let's see. Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw does 53.2 to 63.3% if he is Jolly. Or, yeah, if he is Jolly. Now, that is very scary, and it's going to weaken my Rotom a lot. Do I predict the Dragon Claw, or do I Pain Split? That's the real question. I think I'm just going to Volt Switch regardless, just to get momentum on him, and I don't want to risk just bringing... Is there really any risk of me just bringing in Mudsdale? Is he trying to bait me? I'm just going to go Mudsdale right off the bat. Hard switch. I think it's the better play here. He's just going to go for the Flare Blitz as predicted. Okay. Oh no. Wow. Okay, so basically Luck is very relevant in this BS match. Why is all the bad luck happening in each and every turn? Now it's coming on my end. What is going on? This is crazy. Well, Flare Blitz did how much to me? So he went straight for the Flare Blitz. He didn't care I had Rotom Wash in. Flare Blitz did... Wow. Okay, this is adamant. This is definitely adamant. Because that did over 50 to me, I think. What did it do? Oh no, it only did 47. Sorry, this thing is Jolly. My bad. So this is Jolly Zard. He got pretty much the max roll, which is very unfortunate on my end, but it doesn't matter all that much here. Mudsdale can take another hit guaranteed. However, I don't think I kill it now that I'm burned, which is really bad. Kinda wish I stayed in. I can roar it out if I think it's a problem. I can still do a good chunk to it and then leave it susceptible to Gengar, which is very nice. I think I'm just going to Earthquake and get the damage off. I mainly brought this Mudsdale for Charizard anyway. Do I think he's gonna switch is the question though. Because if he switches, this can be really bad for me here. But if he doesn't switch, this can also be really bad for me here. Decisions. I gotta calc something. Altaria is not as much needed now because I know that the Vikavolt is weakened and that it is not offensive. I do a lot of damage to this Zard with Mega Altaria's Double Edge. I nearly kill it and it cannot even kill me with anything back. So that being said, I think I'm actually just going to go for Stealth Rock here, which might not be seemingly the good play, but it does pressure his Clefable, and in case he wants to switch out and not lose his Charizard potentially, I'm just going to get Rocks off. If he D-dances another turn, I'm going to... Or not another turn, but if he D-dances this turn, I'm just going to click Roar. Actually, if he D-dances this turn, am I in trouble? I'm in trouble if he D-dances this turn. But I don't think he's crazy enough to go for a D-dance this turn. I'm gonna click Stealth Rock. Ah, this is tough. This is so tough. If I click Earthquake, I can reliably revenge kill with anything. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not risking this for reward. I'm going Earthquake. If he goes to Gligar, too bad. If he goes to Vikavolt, that's the only thing I don't like. He goes Slowbro. I should have... I figured he was going to save it, because Charizard's a good win con for him, but I didn't want to make the unsafe play. So that's fine. I'm still going to reserve my Mudsdale. It still has use here. I have a very easy pivot into Rotom Wash here. I'm not even going to think about this play. I'm straight up going into Rotom Wash. Very easy play for me. He's going to Scald. He burns me. Getting all the luck today. I mean, Scald 30% chance, whatever, but that's going to negate my leftovers, which is very unfortunate. So much bad luck, man. Oh well. It's what it is. It's definitely what it is. Oh well, we move on. Scald Burn is not a big deal. I think what I'm gonna do here now is probably just go for the Volt Switch again. The only thing that really wants to come in on that Volt Switch right now is Gligar, and then I can just threaten with Hydro Pump, which nothing wants to switch into, so I kind of have him in a really bad position right now. And if he does stay in on the Volt Switch here, I'm just going to... Do I want a Volt Switch? Maybe I don't want a Volt Switch. I want to stay in on this. I'm not going to Volt Switch. I'm going to Hydro Pump, actually, which threatens any switch in. The only thing that's bad for is Clefable, which I do not want in for free, to be fair. I'm going to Volt Switch. That's gonna do 48. So Rotom Wash does 48. I'm pretty certain that's a Assault Vest Slowbro like I was worrying about. Most likely the Assault Vest Slowbro that I was really worried about. Let me check. Are you Assault Vest? Because that did nothing. Yeah, it's... Yeah, no, it's gotta be Assault Vest. It's most definitely gotta be Assault Vest. Because I don't think even with max special bulk, I don't think it takes that little. Let me double check that though. Oh, wait a minute actually. No, sorry, that's not Assault Vest. So Slowbro's just really, really bulky then. Because that is not an Assault Vest Slowbro. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to assume that's leftovers. And that's good to know. I think I'm going to go Altaria here. And my reason for that is, although this is a physically defensive, it has to be physically defensive because it took a lot from my old Switch according to the calcs. Like, I know I made it seem like it did nothing, but it's physically defensive for the most part. That means my Altaria is not going to do as much as I want it to. I'm going to have to double check how much Altaria does, however. It does about 48.7, so it's not quite killing the Slowbro. I'm really wishing I ran maxed attack now. If I ran max attack, it would have killed from here. But now it's a mind game. Do I bring in Altaria and he's going to go for the Scald, or do I try to get in Gengar for free, but then he clicks Psychic? I personally think he's just going to Scald, but just in case the burn happens, I'm just going to go into Altaria because I have Natural Cure, so I can at least get out of there. Ooh, okay. So he has the Teleport. Very interesting option. So that gives his Slowbro a free switch in here. However, he quite frankly does not have a good switch in right here to Altaria. If he goes Kartana, I'm just going to stay in. Okay, he goes Clefable. Now, Vikavolt is weakened. I don't need this Altaria for too much, other than the Charizard, which can be scary. I'm going to give him props for that. That was really cool tech. I did not expect the Teleport. I was so worried about Assault Vest the whole time. Did not even think of Teleport, which now gives you minus priority switch outs, which is cool. I think what I'm just gonna do here is go for the double edge. I'm not gonna think about Kartana coming in. I'm not gonna even worry about that. I think I'm just gonna straight up go for the double edge, because this thing's probably sitting nice and comfy thinking it's safe, but it's about to take a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and go for the double edge, because this isn't my most important mon here, and I do need Clefable weakened. I can't even English right now. I need Clefable weakened so that my Mew can beat his team, because my Mew is looking really good against this team right now as long as I weaken this Clefable. In fact, it can, as crazy as it sounds, win right here if I just weaken this Clefable. So I'm going to go Mega Evolve and get a double edge off, even if it's obvious. He can go Kartana if he wants. I'm still going to go for the double edge. I am not risking anything here. He's probably sitting comfortably thinking this walls it. That this walls the Altaria. So I'm not at all over predicting anything. Yep, he's gonna take that double edge. It's gonna do 58. He's gonna Moonblast. I'm gonna take it and live on 20. So another double edge takes out the Clefable here. He's probably gonna want to save it. And while I don't want to over predict, I do want to try to get momentum in this match, so I think I'm going to try to go for a big prediction here and go for the Flamethrower. But he could also go into the Kartana. Not the Kartana, that was my initial thought. He might go into the Slowbro as well, who can take the hits. How much did I weaken it to? 51. Actually, it's not taking it too well. He might sack Clefable here, but then he's very vulnerable to Mew, so I don't think he's gonna sack the Clefable. I think he's either gonna go Kartana or Slowbro. So my response to that, I can either Roost or Flamethrower if I really think he's gonna go Kartana, but I don't think he's gonna risk the Kartana. I think he's most likely just gonna try to go Slowbro and see if I whittle myself down with Double Edge. So my response to that is gonna be Roost. Ooh, he stays in. Goes for another Moonblast. I live. So now my Double Edge does most likely kill. He's willing to sack this. I don't want to sacrifice my Altari here, but I'm going to click Double Edge. He kind of had me in a bad spot. I didn't know he was willing to let his Clefable go down. I didn't think that was very smart, because Mew just looks fantastic here. But since he's willing to let his Clefable go down, as much as I don't want Altaria to go down, I'm probably just going to Double Edge this turn. Alright, I'm perfectly fine with that trade, honestly. So Clefable's gone, but my Altaria is gone in return. That's completely fine. Now, what is he going to bring in? I don't think he's going to bring in Vikavolt, which loses to everything except for Mudsdale at this point. And even then, if he kills my Mudsdale, I bring in either Scizor or Rotom Wash, and I just whittle it down slowly. Charizard can be very dangerous here. Kartana as well. Free switching for Kartana can mean life or death for me. Gengar's looking really nice here if he tries to go Kartana or Vikavolt even. But realistically, I'm not worried about the Gligar, so I'm not going to think about it. I'm most worried about the Charizard and the Kartana, I would say. Not too much worried about the Slowbro. However, I do know it has Teleport now, which can be very, very dangerous for me. What do I want to go into here, now that the Clefable is gone? I think now that the Clefable is gone, I definitely make the Scizor play. The only thing I don't like about it is that Charizard is still alive. But other than Charizard, I pretty much get in Scizor for free. And I do think he's going to try to go Gligar or Kartana here, personally. He's not going to be worried about Mew setting up right now, I don't think, because I don't have free setup with Mew right now. He should be aware of that. I don't have the free reign, unless he goes Gligar, which is why he's not going to go Gligar. He's most likely going to go Kartana or Charizard, is what I'm thinking. I don't want Kartana particularly in for free. And while I don't want Charizard in for free either, I do have ways to stop it. I think what I'm going to do is, now that I don't really need rocks as badly, I'm actually going to go Mudsdale and just sack it, as crazy as that might sound. Unless he goes Slowbro or maybe Vikavolt. I'm actually going to go Mudsdale here, as weird of a play as that might be. Because if Gligar comes in, I'm not threatened. If Slowbro comes in, I can either sack it or just go Rotom Wash. If Kartana comes in, I have the option of sacking it and then go Gengar, which means I pretty much claim a kill, which is really good for me. Or I can also try to go into Scizor, because Scizor is not as important anymore, other than maybe checking that Kartana. So I think Mudsdale is actually the play here, as weird as that might sound. The only scenario where Mudsdale is bad is if he goes Vikavolt, which he should see is not a great play here. So I think the Mudsdale is the play. Oddball play, but when I weigh out my options like that, I think it's not really a bad play. So let's see what Senya goes for here. So I bring out Mudsdale. He goes Vikavolt, which I did not expect at all. Now, can I live an Energy Ball from where I'm at? Because we already know this Vikavolt is not an offensive Vikavolt, so I actually might live, as crazy as that sounds. Because he, at worst, is modest with barely any special attack. So I'm just going to put modest, which I don't even think he is. So let me check my Mudsdale set. Energy Ball is doing 50.6 to 59.5, so it really depends on how much special attack he has. I can either get up my rocks here, which is actually really nice because that means Charizard is not going to be a problem at all, unless he tries to remove hazards with Gligar, which then just opens up setup for Mew, so in turn he pretty much loses. So I'm actually going to click Stealth Rock here. If he kills me with Energy Ball, so be it. I get a free switch in here and Gengar just kills something. So either way I win in that case. And Mudsdale was really only needed for Charizard. The only dangerous thing, like, yeah, okay, he can Roost, but now his Charizard is not a threat unless it has Roost. And if he really wants to try to set up with his, not set up, but if he really wants to get rid of hazards with Gligar now, I can punish that really hard by simply going Mew. I will go hard Mew if he goes Gligar at any point. So now that he Roosted, because this thing is still sort of problematic, I'm probably going to go Rotom Wash here. He's not going to Volt Switch right in front of my face. And I know Rotom Wash can take the Energy Ball, because I'm specially defensive. So I'm going to go Rotom Wash here. I should be able to... He goes for Bug Buzz. I eat that really easily. Now I'm going to go for Pain Split to try to just recover some health up. And there's really no downside to me going for Pain Split here. So that's going to be my play of choice. Let's see how that goes. It should be fine though. Not really much risk to going for that, because I'm pretty sure I'll recover enough health to not die even to Energy Ball. And if he goes into any other Mon, I'm still recovering health, so it's a win-win. The worst case, he goes Charizard here. But even then, I'll just most likely sack off the Rotom, because Mew is just really threatening here. His biggest mistake was sacking that Clefable. That Clefable was the stop of me winning, and now it's gone. I'm really glad that I thought out this so much. I don't think I've thought out a match more than I have today, which is kind of crazy. But my prep was really on point, and I was just thinking of game plan a lot. Mew is just the win con here. I'm playing towards winning with Mew. And it's kind of crazy. I'm thinking back to older matches. I wouldn't play based on a win con. I just think of that like now. I'd think of each play. Okay, Pain Split. So he's Sticky Webs. Okay. So what I was trying to say before though is I would take one turn at a time and not think of the late game. Now I'm good at thinking of what I need early on and what I need later. So I think I'm becoming a lot better of a battler. But anyway, he sets up Sticky Web, which kind of puts me in a... I don't want to make the pun, but in a sticky situation. I think I'm going to want to remove them at the end of the day. However, I do want Rocks damage on Zards, so is it worth me getting rid of these Webs? Because Webs does make me more susceptible to the Charizard, but at the same time, me not having my Rocks makes me more susceptible to the Charizard. So what do I want to do here? I'm probably not going to be able to keep up Rocks anyway, and I do want Mew to just sweep, so I'm going to go for the Defog right here and right now. Get rid of the hazards. He's going to Roost back up, that's totally fine. I'm going to go for... what am I going to go for here? Pain Split is still very safe. I think I'm going to opt for the... I could opt for the Hydro Pump. I could Pain Split, heal back up a little bit. He's going to do a lot to me, and then I can just Pain Split again, and then try to finish him off with a Hydro Pump. But I think this Hydro Pump can two-shot him from here, maybe, but he might have the special defense investment that I don't know of. So for now, I'm just going to Pain Split, and just get a bit of chip damage and get back to full. He's going to Volt Switch. That's totally fine. Because now I live any hit Charizard sends at me as well. So I can either Hydro Pump just for damage, which is most likely what I'm going to do. Or I can Volt Switch if I want to pivot into Mudsdale and finish it off. But Mudsdale's kind of dead weight at this point. So I'm most likely just gonna Hydro Pump and pray to God I don't miss. Because if I miss, that could be game over right there. In fact, it will be game over, so I don't think I'm gonna pray for that. I don't want to bank on a miss now. I really don't. So Sunny's thinking of who to bring in here. He's thinking about this a lot. Honestly, if I lose this match, it's gonna be to Charizard because nothing else can win on his side. I mean, yeah, Charizard's his main win con. He goes Kartana. Okay, I'm actually very okay with that. I have quite a few options here. Some options include going into Mudsdale and sacking it off. In turn, I can go into Scizor. I'm not going to risk my Gengar at all just in case he wants to run some crazy Focus Sash set or something. I'm not about to risk that. So I'm probably just going to go into Mudsdale and sack it off because I don't think it accomplishes anything anymore. So that's most likely what I'm going to do. Because Superpower, I mean, he can switch into Vikavolt, but I can just U-turn right out and keep threatening the Vikavolt with Rotom Wash. So I think that's my play. I can't sack Rotom Wash just yet. And I don't want to directly bring in the Scizor just in case he tries to knock me off. So I think I'm just going to go Mudsdale. He's probably going to predict the Scizor anyway. I'm going to go into Mudsdale because Mudsdale doesn't do anything for me anymore. So I'll bring in my Mudsdale. He clicks knockoff as I expect. He knocks off my leftovers. So now what I'm probably going to do is... What am I going to do here? I want to say he's Scarfed. I think Scarf Kartana has a very good matchup against me, personally. But in case it's not, what do I want to do here? Because if he knocks me out, I don't care. So I'm probably just going to stand and maybe Stealth Rock. But if he goes Vikavolt, that's a little problematic. He's going to get his webs back up. But if he gets his webs back up, I can Roar and hopefully get in the Zard, and that's going to be huge because webs won't even matter at that point. I'm going to click Stealth Rock if he wants to let me just set them up. If he kills me here with... If he switches out, that confirms he's Scarf. Because he has no reason not to kill me here with Leaf Blade. So we'll know if he's Scarf right here, and Rocks is definitely my best play. So let's see what Senya goes for here, but I definitely think Rocks is my best play. If he goes Gligar, I'm going to go hard Mew, but I don't think he's going to go Gligar here, because he knows I can go hard Mew and win. Or at least I hope he knows. So let's see what happens here. Smart Strike. Ooh, I live. Okay, so I get Rocks up. So I know he's not... I know he's not... He probably forgot about the defense boost. I'm gonna ask him that. I'm definitely afraid of the possible... what's it called? The possible Focus Sash bring. So because of that, I'm going to bring in Scizor here. This is definitely my play of choice. And I'm going to click Superpower. I don't care if he goes into Gligar. I don't care if he goes into Slowbro. I don't care if he goes into Charizard. I don't even care if he goes into Vikavolt. I'm going to click Superpower right here. I just need to get rid of this thing. That's all I need. And Scizor is not that important in the match anymore. Pretty soon Mew can win the game. Although I'm behind in terms of the amount of Mons I have, I do have a pretty good chance of winning here. I just got to be very mindful of the Vikavolt and the Charizard. And I do not trust that Kartana. It could have a Focus Sash, and if I force it out here, he can't ruin me with the Focus Sash anymore. So at this point, the only thing I'm very... Okay, so he knocks off my Expert Belt. So I do 71 to him. That's Huh? Red card? Red card Kartana. He ran red card Kartana. Well, that's not what I expected at all, but, you know, it kind of worked out, because I'm now... I went into Gengar, so I just click Shadow Ball and something dies, so that's pretty nifty. He won't even know I'm Scarfed, he'll probably expect it, and then not go Slowbro, but since I'm not worried about Slowbro much at all, I'm probably... Oh no, I can't click Sludge Wave, I'm stupid. He's in as Kartana. I'm gonna have to Shadow Ball here and just take out this Kartana, which is what I'm gonna do. He has no switch into Shadow Ball. He literally has no switch into Shadow Ball. He kind of got unlucky that he brought in my Gengar, but that's his fault for running red card. I don't know why he ran that. I applaud him for creativity, but I don't know how smart that was, man. Like, I love you, Senya. You're my homie, but why did you run red card Kartana? Talk to me after the game. Talk to me. I just don't understand it. I really do not. This has been a really good game. Oh, maybe, what's it called? Maybe Dodgy knows my hero. Learn something new every day. But not gonna be a shameless plug for that anime right now. Already did that in the team builder. Not really. Alright, let's see what Senya does here. I'm curious what his option is here, because after he brought in my Gengar, I honestly don't want to say it, but I think this is good game. I don't see any way he just wins now, because either this Kartana dies or something else dies. If he goes Gligar and it's super Spadef bulky to where he can even live 2 Shadow Balls, that doesn't matter, because I'm going to go Mew and I'm going to click Nasty Plot and I'm going to win. So he goes Slowbro. This should kill. Yep. So I take out the Slowbro. So I guess he was sacking it because he didn't feel it was necessary to keep. That's totally fine. So he brings in Jerry Stinger, the Gligar. So I'm probably just gonna, as crazy as this might seem, I'm probably just gonna Shadow Ball. And if he... Let me not be too cocky yet and think I won, because if this Gligar has knockoff and he gets my Culver, or rather, gets rid of my Culver Berry, Mew is not going to win the game, and then I'm going to lose to Kartana, and I don't want that. So... And Earthquake can kill me, so while I don't want to make an obvious play, I think I might have to go into Rotom here. If not, I can also go Mew. Worst case scenario... I gotta think here. Do I even need Scizor still? I don't think I need Scizor still. It doesn't really do anything for me. I might sack Scizor. I'm gonna sack Scizor. I just don't want him to U-turn. If he U-turns into Charizard, that's really bad for me. That's like really bad for me. Then again, I can U-turn into Gengar for free. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Scizor here. See what happens. Yeah, he knocks off. Okay. I don't even want to roost my Scizor. I don't really see a point in keeping it that much. So... I mean, I could, but... I probably just want momentum with U-turn. Get something in for free. I'm gonna U-turn. He's gonna defog, which is totally fine. I'm gonna go out into my Rotom Wash and claim a kill here. Because Hydro Pump is gonna kill something. Even though Gligar was supposed to be the setup bait for Mew, he's probably not going to let it happen, even if the threat of Ice Beam is there. So I'm just going to play it safe and Hydro Pump, because it does claim something here. It's very safe. I just really hope I don't miss. That's all I'm scared of at this point. So this is going to come down to a very close game, but I do think I got this one. Not in the way I exactly thought I would win this one, but nonetheless, probably gonna... Let me think here, actually. Wait, I haven't been doing calcs for like the past few turns. Does Mew... How much does Mew take from a knockoff? This is very important. How much does Mew take from a knockoff from Gligar? Probably nothing. I'm guessing nothing. Where's knockoff? Probably does less than U-turn even does. So I'm not even going to take into account U-turn. U-turn does, or knockoff does 19, and then how much does Kartana knockoff do? Knowing it's not banded. I think I could have just won right there, and I just sacrificed my chance at winning, which is kind of lame, but that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm mad at myself. I should have calced and thought about that more. I could have won just right there, as long as Charizard didn't speed tie, but if I lost to a speed tie, that would have been kind of lame, so maybe this is good. Don't know. But I don't think knockoff would have killed me after my item was gone. Probably wouldn't do enough. Or even Leaf Blade for that matter. Let me check. Yeah, no, I would have easily lived. I could have just went Mew. And if I won the speed tie with Zard, I won. But that's okay. I'm just going to Hydro Pump here. I'm not going to overthink this. I do a lot to him. He's going to go for the knockoff. Get rid of my lefties. That's totally fine. I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump again. I'm a little bit worried about the Charizard now. Just a little bit. I think I'm fine at the end of the day though, because I have both Gengar and Mew who can definitely live a hit and hopefully outspeed it. I think I got this one. Especially if I keep Scizor, because then I can guaranteed beat the Vikavolt. I think. I hope. Gonna have to think about this a lot. I should have just went Mew. Like, even if I lost the speed tie, I would have at least at worst taken out 2 Mons. Or at least 1. And that 1 would have been Charizard. If it wasn't Charizard, at least the Charizard wouldn't have gotten set up and then I could take it out. I misplayed really hard there. I should have went Mew. Now, the more that I think about it, Mew was 100% the play every time there. I hope I didn't lose because of that. I really hope I didn't lose because of that. I think I'm still fine, but my differential is going to be a little worse possibly, but that's okay. I was just too worried about Mew not being able to kill the rest of the team, when in reality I should have thought, but it puts me in the position to win regardless, but that's okay. This should still be a win here. If not a very close loss. But I'm not trying to work towards a loss. But this has been a really fun game, honestly. Kind of stressful though. Let's see what Sunny goes into. He's probably going to go into the Charizard. That's what I would go into here. If I was him. I really wish he didn't bring that Charizard, but it was such an obviously good bring. But I would have kept my Mudstail if he didn't burn it. That just really sucked. Come on, let me see that. Let me see that Charizard, buddy. I'm so butthurt. I should have went Mew. God damn it. Why did I think about that too much? I should have went Mew. this has been a pretty long battle, but despite, like, besides the first few turns, I haven't been taking that long to make moves, so. And plus we were getting stuff set up in the server for everyone to see the match. Senya, you got 3 options, buddy. You got Kartana, Vikavolt, and Charizard. I know it's tough, but I'm kind of wanting to finish this, just saying. And I'm a little antsy because I didn't go into Mew, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm really running out of things to say, Senya. Come out, come out. Boston Blastoise want their win. Come on. Washing machine's waiting to finish the laundry, you know what I'm saying? Chargebolt wants that win. This man says it's a problem, but he's got Charizard still. Just waiting to win. In any case, though, pretty much as long as I don't miss Hydro Pump, I win, but I've missed quite a few Hydro Pumps, so I'm not very hopeful. Because I don't think Mew can live a +1 Flare Blitz, but that does make me force his hand at taking Recoil, and Gengar can possibly just win the game from there. Because 2 Shadow Balls should take out Vikavolt, and I think I can live 1 hit from it, since it's not offensive. Maybe? I mean, Gengar's pretty frail. I should look that up, that's pretty important, since I'm still waiting for him. Can Mew live a hit from Vikavolt? That's another thing. Let's find these things out. Can Mew live a hit from Vikavolt? Yes. Can I live a... Oh, he goes Kartana. Okay, I gotta think here. Do I keep Rotom at all? I think no. Or do I sack Scizor? I don't think Scizor accomplishes anything for me. Charizard is at what? 81? But does Rotom accomplish anything for me? I have to think about this. Decisions. Gengar is ultimately the most important mon I have right now, because it still outspeeds everything, and I wonder actually, how much does the Shadow Ball do to Charizard? If it's offensive, which it's max attack, it's probably got max speed or close to it. Gengar, how much is my Shadow Ball doing? Shadow Ball is doing 50 to 59.5. After he Flare Blitzes me, Recoil is gonna bring him close to his death, and then from there, I think Bullet Punch just kills. If I kill him with Bullet Punch, and my Scizor is still alive, and my Rotom's dead, I think I win against this man. So I'm gonna let Rotom go down, and trust my instincts here. Oh, he went for Smart Strike. Huh. Well, I win. Good game, Senya. It was fun playing you. I don't know why you went for Smart Strike there, but that's... I guess you were worried about the Gengar coming in. Totally understandable. That was a very hard decision for you to make, and honestly, this was a great game, but I think I win this one. I'm probably gonna go Mew here, if not... I mean, I want to win 4-0 would be nice, but I also just want to guarantee to win. I think I win from just going Mew. I'm gonna go Mew here. and let Mew get some kills. Worst case, I win 3-0. So I'm just gonna... I mean, I don't think Power Gem kills anyway, but I do want to win guaranteed. Winning is nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna go for no 4-0. I'd rather just win. So I'm gonna click Power Gem here straight off the bat. That does 46. He's gonna Bug Buzz. I'm gonna live on... Wow. I'm gonna live on 9. Yeah, on 9. I'm gonna go for the Power Gem again. It's gonna take him out. He didn't bring Leaf Blade? You didn't bring Leaf Blade? How did you not bring Leaf Blade? How? You didn't need Sacred Sword if that's what you had. All you needed was Knock Off, Leaf Blade, Smart Strike, and... Wait, Knock Off, Leaf Blade, Smart... How did you not bring Leaf Blade? Oh, he brought Swords Dance. That didn't really have a great matchup unless you were the Timid set that can boost speed, but even then, I had Gengar to revenge kill with a Scarf. I don't agree with that set too much, but I mean, it was worth a try. I can see the threat, but without Leaf Blade, you are not going to win with that set. I would have immediately said don't go Knockoff if you were going to run that set. If you went Leaf Blade instead of Knockoff, that would have been way, way better. These people talking smack in the chat. I'm waiting on him right now, I'm just saying. Alright, so Charizard comes in. I pretty much just win now. I'm gonna click Power Gem and hope I outspeed. If I don't outspeed, I still win. Yeah, I'm fine. Because he's gonna take Recoil and then die to the Sludge Wave. Yeah, I win here. Alright, I don't know why they gotta go with this smack talk here, but... Like, yeah, I get it, we're taking long, and I guess mistakes were made. Why does he have to be a douche right now? Oh, so that's Ginger, that makes sense. Well, waiting for him to make a move. I think it's over, honestly. I don't know what Zard can save him here. It's not a bulky Zard with Roost, and even if it has Roost, it won't save him here. I'm gonna go for Power Gem. It's gonna not kill him, but do a lot. And then Gengar should finish it off here. And at worst, he takes a lot from Flare Blitz Recoil and kills Gengar, and then I just finish the game off with Scizor Bullet Punch. Alright, Ginger, let's see if his Zard set wins him the game. He wins if I lose the speed tie. Maybe. Just maybe. But even then. Okay. I win. Why did you do that? I'm gonna keep clicking Power Gem now. I win. It's over. GG, Senya. It was well played, well played. Had a fun game. I don't know what set would save him here. He said, as I thought. How does that save him? I have a Scarf Gengar. See, Loopy's already ahead of the game. He knows I have a Scarf Gengar. Oh, damn, right? Yep. Yeah, it's kind of over. It's all good, Senya. Even if you flare blitz and you outsped me and killed, I still would have been able to probably take the game because Sludge Wave was doing over 50. Then you would have, what's it called? So Sludge Wave would have done about 60 something, I believe, to a not bulky Charizard. You would have been left low enough to where Bullet Punch would have taken you out. So I think I won this game fair and square, even if you outsped me and didn't go for Dragon Dance. This man crying, no. It's okay, dude. It was a good game. I know you're joking, but jeez. Near the middle, I was really worried, but honestly, it was a really good game. I'm happy Loopy is just really giving some good props to both of us here. I didn't expect red card on Kartana, I'll say that. I didn't expect teleport on Slowbro. And see, the teleport on Slowbro, that was good. That was good prep. That could have messed me up. But, however, the red card on Kartana with the Sword Sense, I did not agree with that at all. I think I know what he was going for, trying to set up and take away a mon that could stop him from sweeping, but it was just more reliable for him to run SD with Leaf Blade and just a regular item, maybe Life Orb or Focus Sash if you wanted the guaranteed setup, but even then I have Scizor with Bullet Punch. I don't know, I just would have personally ran Choice Scarf. I think Choice Scarf Kartana was more threatening here, but... Or he could have even not brought Kartana, as crazy as that sounds, but... I guess this is a good game. I'm going to Sludge Wave and claim the Charizard. So that's going to be a 3-0 in my favor. Definitely could have maybe won 4-0 if I brought in Mew on Gligar, but I'm glad I just got the win rather than going for the flashy sweep. I did think Mew would end up winning me the game. It didn't really. It just got one kill. In fact, I think most of my mons just each got one kill, which is kind of crazy. Unless Gengar got most of the kills. Actually, Gengar got most of the kills this game. Good job to Gengar. I knew the Scarf Gengar was going to be really good. And he didn't bring Articuno or any really good check for it, so... all he really had was Gligar to revenge kill it, so... Gengar was just really good in this matchup. I'm glad I ended up bringing it Scarfed. And... yeah, that was really well played on Senya's part. A few misplays in prep and in the match itself, but I did like that Slowbro. That Slowbro really left a big impression on me. And the bulky Vikavolt too was really annoying. But yeah, I guess that's going to be the game for week 1. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week when we fight whatever team I'm fighting, because I'm not really sure what it is yet. But yeah, see you guys next time.